Ho, 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 ho. Well, hi, friends. It's your old pal Singing Santa. Santa Claus here. I am ready to read a great Christmas story for you. I got this beautiful book from our library here at the North Pole. I think you're going to really like it. It's all about who's naughty and who's nice. Santa Claus versus the Easter Bunny. Oh, let's go on a reading adventure together. Santa Claus versus the Easter Bunny. Merry morning, Bunny. Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny lived next door to each other. Santa was a jolly fellow. Bunny was not. You see, down in his garden workshop, Bunny first had to make the chocolate, then turn the chocolate into eggs, then wrap them, even though the foil put his teeth on edge, all before delivering them all by himself, which explains why you often find Easter eggs scattered all over your yard. Keep it up, elves. Only 2 million toys to go. Bunny didn't have a shiny factory or a team of elves. Giddy up, Dancer, Blizzard, Randolph, Patricia. Nor did Bunny have a herd of magic flying reindeer to help him on his delivery route. And for all his hard work, Bunny never received a single thank you. Unlike Santa, who gets tasty treats from children all over the world. Milk and cookies in America, coffee in Sweden, mince pies and juice in Great Britain, rice pudding in Denmark, and thank you letters from the kind children of Germany. Even the dumb reindeer get a carrot. I'd settle for a carrot. I like carrots. Is it too much to ask for a carrot? Rabbits like carrots. Children like chocolate. Fair exchange. Determined to get even with Santa and those ungrateful children, Bunny decided to hatch a plan. He thought and thought and thought harder still until a deliciously devious plot popped into his head. Later that night, the Easter Bunny snuck over to Santa's workshop. He climbed down the giant chimney just like Santa himself, then tiptoed past the silent conveyor belts. When he got to the merry manufacturing machines, he pumped them full of warm liquid chocolate. Ha 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 ha! On Christmas Eve, it was business as usual in Santa's workshop. Almost finished for the year, the tired elves never noticed that the toys were being made with chocolate. This will wipe the ho-ho-ho from under that big white beard, and those poor sweet children, whatever will they do when their toys melt? Ooh, ha 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 ha! That night, Bunny went to bed early, imagining Santa racing around the world and the sad faces of disappointed children as their toys melted into blobs of chocolate. On Christmas morning, Bunny kicked off his blankets, raced downstairs, hopped into his favorite chair, and turned on the television. News just in, millions of children all over the world have woken up to find only chocolate toys under the Christmas tree. Over to Clarissa Gossipa. Thanks, Trevor. I'm outside this family home to find out how these poor children are taking this truly shocking news. I made the headlines. Oh, this is perfect. Children are miserable, all because of nasty old Santa Claus. So, are you upset with your chocolate toys? Are you kidding? Now I can play and eat chocolate at the same time. Is that a chocolate bicycle? Chocolatey handlebars. Yum, yum. We love you, Santa. So there you have it, Trevor. Santa has made Christmas even better than before. Back to you in the studio. Click. Bunny couldn't believe it. Santa was more popular than ever. Why, oh why? That's it. I quit. No more Easter Bunny. No more eggs. Santa can do it all from now on. At least he'll be thanked. Sniff. With a heavy heart, Bunny decided to close his workshop and leave town for good. He was just saying goodbye to his cozy little house when the doorbell rang. Ding dong! It was Santa. "I need to talk with you." Bunny didn't like the sound of that. "It was you, wasn't it? You filled my machines with chocolate, didn't you?" "But I can explain. I'm so sorry." "Sorry? Sorry? Don't be silly. You're a genius. From now on, we're a team. I'll set you up with a real workshop. My elves will help with chocolate production. They can even lend a hand with the Easter rush, if you like. What do you say, Bunny? Me and you?" And that wasn't all. For the first time ever, Bunny got a thank you. "I've brought you some carrots to say thanks. My reindeer are sick of them. Do you like carrots?" "Keep them coming, team." "What? I love carrots. They're my favorite." Thank you, Santa." Before long, Santa had built a state-of-the-art workshop, including a chocolate fountain for the sweet-toothed elves. Great work, elves. Bunny was a happy bunny indeed. And as for Santa, well, he was always happy. The end. Oh, what a great book. I love that. Oh, that's so fun. Well, hey, I want to thank you so much for reading all about Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. I hope you had a great time reading together. Again, my name is Singing Santa every single day of the week right here on YouTube. I post a brand new story or song, so hit the subscribe button, and that way we can become friends and celebrate Christmas all year round. See you soon. Bye. Ho, 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 ho. Subscribe now. It's free. Ho, 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 ho.